What's going on, guys? Keith McMillan here with the Off the Mat podcast. I'm here with the man.
Brian Harris. Why am I the man?
Cuz, man, you're a cage. You hold the door at the MMA fights.
Oh, man.
You're
One
the
of
man.
a fucking kind.
You're on the phone
One of a kind.
in the middle of the event.
Yeah.
You're big time.
Yep. I had a lot of people ask me who I was talking to.
Who were you talking to?
Management. I was renegotiating my contract.
For holding the door?
Yeah. You know, I was out in the sun. Like, that's not good work conditions.
Man,
I was talking to my manager and getting that figured out.
Those fights are something else. Actually, I need to be conscious of it right now. I got to commentate those fights. Congratulations to all the fighters from the Glory Gym that went out there and got the W. It was a great night. 4 fights. The weather cooperated until the end of the card, which is...
It was perfect time.
Yes, it was really smart. Had to start the event an hour early, but...
And skip intermission.
And skip intermission, yeah.
Yep. Those two things combined, we got out of there just in time.
Yeah, so it was very...
How was commentating on your end?
It was fine until I listened to it on playback.
Pretty rough.
So
Well, you and Matt couldn't hear each other, right?
Yeah, so from the beginning of the event, we where we were sat, the music was right behind us, blaring,
That's fun.
and then we just never either.
Because you guys have headphones like this where it plays back, or no?
Yeah, but it was like low, so it was low. Actually, can you check my levels right now? Do I sound funny?
No, you sound good. Here,
Okay, I feel like I sound kind of
You're hitting the red a little
staticky.
No, you're hitting the red a little bit, but you don't sound static.
Well, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit.
All right, bro, Chacho.
So, the commentary was very difficult for Matt and I, at least from our perspective, because we couldn't hear each other. So there were certain times during the fights that we were talking at the same time, and then I'd look over and be like, "Oh shit!"
Did you verbally say, "Oh shit"?
I think once I said, "Oh shit," and I think a couple times I'd be like, because we never got like, "Hey, the audio's good" or anything. Like
Right.
we literally like the event started.
Because the guy that normally does it, like that runs the whole fucking thing, was like a football field behind you.
Yeah, he was behind us in a tent, nice shade and everything. So when the event started, we never got like, "Hey guys, in 5 seconds, let's roll." It was just kind of like the event started, and Matt picked up the headphones. And was like, "Should we talk?" And I was like, "I don't even know if we're recording." So then we just like started talking.
Oh. One of you guys should have broken off and went and asked.
We did
Like
after
a one-man show.
the
other
power
guy
went
go
out.
ask. The power went out.
Yeah,
When did the power go out? I wasn't there
in
for
the middle of
that.
the fights.
What?
Yeah, it was still daytime, but the power went out for our equipment.
Really?
hmm
I didn't see that. When did that? Who was fighting when that happened?
I don't remember.
Is it easy to see? Like, what do you prefer? The cameras that they have, like the monitors, or to actually look up and see it through the
I
cage?
think.
Do you go back and forth?
Yeah, I mean, Matt watches the monitor, which the monitor has like a 30-second delay,
Yeah.
and then I watched the actual fight. So
Yeah, I got you.
yeah, but I mean, it was fun. So for people that don't know,
Is the 30-second delay? Is that what's live?
yeah, I mean, it maybe
So
it's
what
not.
he's seeing on the monitor, that's what's live.
No, a 30-second delay. I'm lying. It's like a 10-second delay.
Okay.
So I don't know. Like when I'm commentating, I'm watching what's actually happening in front of me,
I got you.
but I might be like 10 seconds ahead of the feature. Like I don't know, but Matt's normally on point.
Okay.
I've never noticed it when I watch the playback, but you know, well, it bothers me to see something that already happened and look up and they're in a different, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But yeah, so I commentated. I'm happy I get to get front row seating, but you know, found out for a long time, folks, with my sinus allergies and asthma and being a big old tub, sometimes I
A what now?
tub, bro.
Okay.
Lard bucket.
Oh. What? I don't like these names. These aren't good. These aren't fun. I don't like them.
A container of fat.
I don't like that either.
Okay, cool.
We're done with that.
But yeah, but no, I'm a mouth breather, people. I am. I'm not ashamed of it. I play video games.
I'm not ashamed of
Not
it.
ashamed of it. And it happened. And when I listened to the playback, because I didn't know we were recording and I had the mic right, like, in my mouth, essentially. I mean, all you hear is, you know, and, yeah, I'm very disappointed in myself. Unprofessional.
Why are you disappointed?
I feel like I'm at a different standard now doing, that's like my fourth or third event. And I believe I have a different standard. I should be conscious of my mouth breathing. That's not for everybody.
Have you ever done one of those cranial facials where they put the balloon in your nose?
No.
You should do that.
Okay.
Give that a shot.
From Rennie?
Yeah.
Okay.
For real. Try that and see how that works for you.
I heard sometimes, like, it's not that good, though, because, like, you get blocked up again.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes. It's the first time you have it done, it feels like it's the first time that you've ever, like, actually breathed.
Okay.
You're just like, oh, this is what it's supposed to feel like? Like, you can just breathe so fucking well, and it's just, everything is so decompressed. Like, you don't even realize, like, how compressed your face is until he shoves a balloon in it and blows it up. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll try it.
That's a real thing.
I'll message Rennie soon.
Yeah, hit him up. Rennie Russell, DC. It's my dude. Rennie, if you're listening, you're a bitch. I'm just kidding. I love you, Rennie.
He's not listening.
No, probably not.
It's a
I'll
family.
send him a link.
All right.
I'll tag him in it. He'll listen if I tag
Perfect.
him.
Perfect.
But yeah, no, you should give that a shot because it'll scare the shit out of you though.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's scary the first time, but because it's like the balloon, you can feel it go to the back of your throat, and you like kind of freak out, and you can't breathe while it's happening.
Oh.
So when it happens, like breathing is not an option through your
Right.
mouth, through your nose, nothing. You just kind of have to sit there and take it.
Wait, how long does it last?
Oh, it's real quick. Like he does like 3 quick pumps, sometimes 4, depending on if it goes through or not.
Mm-hmm.
And then he releases it, and it releases all the air and deflates.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try anything.
Give it a shot. That might help. Who knows?
So I don't mouth breathe anymore.
Yeah.
It's just me being comfortable. I mean, I feel better with my mouth being wide open.
I mean, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Did you not know that you were like mouth breathing?
No, I know it, but it needs to be a constant reminder. I didn't know it till my friend was streaming a video game, and then like on playback, I was like, "Who the fuck is that breathing?" And it was me.
Did you like ask that out loud, and everybody was like, "Bro"?
Yeah, like legit asked it out loud.
Oh
and
no!
they were like, "Dude, we deal with this every night." Because I used to play League of Legends and do like a league,
Yeah.
an actual league. And like, dude, this is what we deal with every weekend when we game.
Yeah.
We just got used to it. I mean, they were sweet about it. Like we don't mind, but it's like you should mind. Just give me a heads up.
Well, you don't want to be rude and just be like, "Hey, can you like breathe out of your nose instead of your mouth?" And if you're not able to breathe out of your mouth, can you just like stop breathing?
I don't like people chewing in my ear. And I would
That's
let
different.
you know.
That's different.
No, this.
You're breathing 24/7. It's easy to not realize how you're breathing. How often are you chewing? A few times a day, right?
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
You should be conscious of that. Don't fuck that up. Close your mouth.
Well, next time I commentate, you guys will not hear me breathing.
You're just not going to breathe
I'm
at
gonna
all.
die.
Don't do that. Stop. Stop.
How are you, man? What's new with you?
I'm well. Really nothing special, man. Just holding doors. But yeah, no. I got sick as fuck, dude. So we didn't. Did we talk about this?
No, we have not.
The
talked
last
about
time
this.
was that the last time that we recorded or the time before?
No, that's the last time we recorded.
The last time that we recorded, we typically get food.
Yeah. So
You want to take it over? Go ahead.
please, let me
go
go from
ahead.
here, 'cause
Whoa.
you're not gonna explain it from here.
Go ahead. All right,
So,
you got this.
Brian and I, we do our classes. Brian works the front desk at night. And then after we wait for the classes to clear out, mop the floors and everything, and we order food before the podcast to make sure that we eat. And there's not a rumbly in my tumbly. And, you know. And we normally get from this place. Do you want to name the place?
I mean, does it matter? What are they going to sue us? Pepper Jacks.
Oh,
We got
yes.
Pepper Jacks.
We got Pepper Jacks. And we both got sick.
As fuck. I got really sick.
He got really sick.
I woke up like at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, just puking my guts out. Like straight up, like I felt like an alien was trying to escape from my stomach, and I was like, "Oh my god, what the fuck is happening?" Sat in bed, like tossing and turning for like 10, 15 minutes, and then I was like, had to bolt.
Yeah, I just felt nauseous all day. I felt sick and felt nauseous, but it never actually came out of me, but it came out of you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it came out of me twice.
That sucks, man, because I really enjoyed that restaurant.
Yep, never going again.
But you got to be one and done with that. When a place has
the second
you sick.
Yeah, the second you get sick, it's a wrap. You're
Yeah.
done. You're done in my book. I'm over it. And I got really sick from that. I've never had food poisoning like that where I got like vomiting sick the next day.
I have.
Really?
Actually, I've given myself food poisoning.
Are you serious?
Oh,
How?
yeah. I was baking chicken and I was just like impatient.
Did you give yourself like salmonella or something?
Yeah, and I like,
You did not.
bro, I legit like,
You fucking. Or what did you do?
Like,
you
it was
ate raw chicken?
it wasn't raw. I mean, it was half raw. It was just bloody. It was medium well. And
You're joking, right?
no, I'm dead serious.
And you thought that was okay? How old were you?
Yeah, bro, this was like a year ago.
Are you serious?
mean?
What the fuck?
What do you mean? How old was I?
How often do you make chicken?
A lot. And I thought I was gonna tough this one out, and I literally like baked the chicken, and I
Why the fuck would you think that that's cool?
was at work and I wanted to make sure I had enough time to eat it, so I took it out of the oven a little early, and I ate it. And by the time I got to the middle, it was bloody, and I was like, oh, that's not bad. Like everything else was edible, so it's not like I was just fucking eating raw chicken, but the middle was bloody, and I was like, oh, that's kind of weird, but whatever. And then I had like 2-3 pieces. Had the rice or whatever with it, and then I legit like within like 4 or 5 hours was just like, gave myself food poisoning.
So what did you go to the doctor and they were like, yeah, you got salmonella?
No, I just like was sick.
Is that I thought you have to go to the doctor if you have salmonella. You
Well, I
must
didn't
have
get
just had like food
I
poisoning.
had food
in general.
poisoning.
Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why
was
would you
hungry.
eat raw chicken?
It wasn't like totally raw. It was like, bro, it's like a thing now. It's a delicacy.
Raw chicken?
You never heard about those articles that people trying to eat like raw chicken?
No.
Oh yeah, it was like a year or two ago. People were like actually like cooking their chicken like to like medium well
Why?
because they thought it was like
Gonna
healthy.
kill him?
Yeah. It's like a real thing, I swear to you.
I don't know. That's not what? That I don't like that. I don't like that. Steaks? For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
How you like your steak?
Rare.
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 Rare. Get the fuck out of here.
Why?
I'm a medium guy.
You're medium?
Yeah.
That's too much, dude. At least meet me in the middle, medium rare.
Hell no.
What is wrong with you?
What is wrong with you?
You'll eat raw
savage.
chicken, but you won't eat a fucking rare steak?
I unintentionally
What?
ate raw chicken.
Stop. I'm done. I'm done with this conversation. You can't eat raw fucking chicken and then bitch me out for having a rare steak. At least mine won't make me
I just
sick.
did.
Mine won't make me sick.
Anyway, guys, so the fights this weekend were awesome. We had he didn't.
Yep.
We had Nick Grass, Lavelle, Mike England, off John O'Brien,
Yep.
Kyle Noblick fought. All went out, did a phenomenal job. Chance, Grizzly, the last Saiyan. You know, I was in commentary and I called him the last Saiyan.
Did you really?
I did. I had fun with it. Because his Instagram name was like the Super Saiyan or something. So I was like,
The last Saiyan.
the last Saiyan. I kept calling him the last Saiyan in the commentary over my breathing. So
Nice.
I really just wanted to put a fucking punctuation on that commentary that night. So I did.
Called him the last Saiyan. I like that. Shout out.
Man, where do we start though? What was your favorite fight?
Man. I don't know if I have a favorite. I don't know. Chance's fight was really good. Chance's fight was really, really good.
Yeah, Chance. I never felt he was in danger, but he had the most complete. Like he got to showcase his all around game the most. With his striking, he got put on his back. He got back up.
Yeah. Yep.
I never felt like he was in real danger, and I think he had control of that fight. A last minute opponent that was not his scheduled opponent.
Yeah.
And last minute they switched it up, which is good for Chance to adjust. And he had a very tall, lanky opponent. He took it to him, a beautiful fucking jab front kick, like sniper.
Yeah.
Went out there, did his thing, and ended up submitting the guy.
Yeah, looked pretty good. He had an exciting fight.
Yeah.
Got a little bloodied up. That's okay. He had a little bloody nose.
Yeah,
But
that's fine.
I agree with what you said as far as like he went everywhere in his fight, you know, and I was pretty comfortable with him everywhere that he went.
I think because I watched so many amateur fights, I feel like once someone gets put on the ground, they get exposed very easily.
Yeah.
And, I love that this gym, Glory, both gyms, we train everywhere. I believe we're a real mixed martial arts school, because our fighters get up and everything as to other people that are the street fighters that go out there and jump in the cage. They can throw hands, and the moment they get put on their back, it's like a different world. And I think you got to train everywhere if you get in the cage. Now, the kickboxing bouts, obviously go in there and do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't understand. I mean, I guess if you're that confident in your hands. But I couldn't picture myself taking an MMA fight with no ground game.
People do it on the reg, dude. On the reg.
I guess if you're Billy Badass, but for me...
Motherfuckers have a false sense like that, dude.
That's true, because they haven't got beaten
That's just like the people that have been getting crazy with me lately, like whenever I call him out about his dog or because this guy's road raging me. Like, I don't know. Sometimes people just have a false sense.
Right.
They just get crazy with motherfuckers. And they decide to sign a contract and fight them in 8 weeks. You know?
No, I hear you. So...
Because there's definitely some people out there that have a false sense.
Yeah.
That are consistently signing contracts.
Yeah. I guess that's the world they live in. They want to believe they can go out there and do their thing. I'd
definitely live in their own world. That's for sure.
I'd rather be well-rounded or at least understand how to get up.
Yeah.
Before I jumped in the cage.
Mm-hmm. Probably a good idea. Probably a good idea.
Mikey England. Damn, dude.
That guy asked for that fight. Not Mikey England. His opponent.
His opponent
asked for that fight.
Because Mikey England beat his brother last time, right? Or his cousin?
I don't know why.
I believe, I might have the story wrong, but I think either it was his brother or his cousin Mikey just beat.
Yeah.
And he thought it was going to be an easy fight.
Well, he needs a fucking CAT scan. Because that's the dumbest decision that guy's ever made in his life. Why would you ever want to fight Mikey England? I'm sorry. Why would you ever want to do that? Like, I get it. Like, he just had a rough loss, and I'm sorry that happened. But, bro, that's never a fight I would wish on anybody.
I think you're amped up. You watch one of your family members get beat up, and you're like...
You decide to jump into a lion's den?
But to be fair, though, that was a fight Mikey got caught with that punch. He got stunned. He wasn't, like, out of it.
Yeah, no, he got stunned quick, but...
And I think... that guy was like, if I stun him, I'm going to finish the job. Not knowing that Mikey England is a D1 wrestler who will go to the brink of death before he submits or gets knocked out.
Yeah, I don't know what that guy was thinking. I'm sorry. I would never get hyped up enough to wrestle a gorilla. Like, I would never get hyped up enough and just be like, hey, you want to break into the alligator exhibit at the zoo? Let's check it out. He kind of looked at my cousin funny, so.
I think he was just,
Fuck that.
Dude, if you're going to a gym or any place where you're training, whether it's the backyard or not, and all you guys are doing is stand-up, and then someone that has equally bad at wrestling tries to shoot in and you stuff their takedown, you're going to be like, oh, I'm pretty good at this.
Yeah, that's true. False sense.
Yeah.
That's where it comes in.
But until you go against a high-level wrestler, someone that's going to put you on your back,
you
don't know what that world's like. Because watching it looks easy. It looks like, oh, you just get an underhook, you just pull yourself up, and you're back to your feet.
Yeah, you can get right up to
it.
It's easy.
There are levels to that shit, and I think Mikey England, D1 wrestler. I mean, I don't need to really explain anymore. You put him on his back. Once you're on the ground with Mikey England, you're in his world.
Swallow him whole.
And Everybody was getting submitted that night. Mikey England's not going to submit you.
Nope.
He
If he wanted to do that, he'd do a jiu-jitsu tournament.
His words exactly. And he pummeled him. I guess the guy went out like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, not good.
So, yeah, that's Mikey.
Nick Grass, I think he's a fan favorite. If he's not headlining card soon, I don't know who is in Kansas City.
Yeah.
That guy brings it out. I mean,
I need an updated Nick Grass shirt. I need a new line
I know,
of
I
shirts.
asked him.
I need a new line of shirts. I'm kind of disappointed we didn't do shirts this time.
Yeah.
I told him that. I was like, dude, where's the shirts at? He's like, man, I thought about it. But I guess if there's multiple people asking, maybe next time, Nick, come on. We need shirts.
But Nick Grass went out there and did his thing. He had a tough opponent. He had someone who was game and willing to. I don't want to say it went back and forth. I felt like Nick was always in control.
Yeah.
But that first round, you know what? That first round was kind of like, was a gimme. Like you can go either way about who won that first round.
Sure. But I think Nick was like super calm.
Oh yeah, that's probably the most calm I've ever.
It was
seen.
just the end. Like what was it? I think the end of the first, the dude was on his back or something.
Yeah,
right?
got his back.
Yeah, I don't know. Nick was super calm. I don't know. I felt good with Nick, the same as I did with Chance, as far as like him being in control the whole time. Even whenever he was in a bad spot, I still felt okay with him being in a bad spot.
No point.
I didn't like it, but I felt confident that he would be able to get out of it.
I never felt that. I never felt Nick was like in danger, or even when he got his back taken, I never was like, oh man, this could be over any minute. Like I always felt that was Nick's night. I felt like our teammates from Glory, that was their night.
Yeah.
But Nick went out there. I mean, from the walkout music to his swagger.
Walked out to Jimmy. Does he normally walk out to Jimi Hendrix?
Did he walk out to Jimmy?
Yeah, Voodoo Child.
No, he didn't.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sure did.
Okay. I don't remember Nick walking out. I thought he came out to something different.
What do you think he came out to?
Can you pull up his Instagram right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, folks. I just want to be right about this. I think it's in his Instagram what Nick walked out to, but Nick, his swagger, his walkout.
Before I play this, I just want to point out that he said that he wants to be right about this.
Yeah. I don't know the exact song, but I don't think it was Jimmy. I don't think it was Voodoo Child.
Oh, it was Jimmy. It was ye old Jimmy.
I love your confidence, though.
It's Jimmy. Where is it at? Here?
Yeah, his Instagram.
Which one is his walkout?
On his Instagram, just go to his his videos a day.
This wasn't his walkout.
You sure?
Yeah.
It wasn't Voodoo Child.
I promise.
I'll ask Nick. We'll move forward.
I'll text him. No, he's probably asleep.
Yeah, he's probably asleep. I'll ask Nick, but it wasn't Voodoo Child.
Okay.
It was something upbeat like that.
All right.
It was like Guardians of the Galaxy. Like it was like from one of their songs.
All right, we'll ask him.
But Nick Grass went out there, had a phenomenal performance. Oh God.
Yes, I'm glad you saw that out of the corner of your eye. That's great.
Lavelle went out there. That was his debut. Won against his opponent. His opponent was is funny.
Is there something you want to say?
No, he just showed up with no cup
At all.
He had no cup. He had to go borrow another fighter's cup.
Yep. Borrowed it from Bama. So.
And it was just funny the way he was like, "What? I can't fight without a cup."
Yeah. So he made the claim too that all his other fights they didn't make him wear a cup.
How many fights do you think he has?
Well, seeing as he made that statement, none.
Oh, but okay.
So seeing as he said that, I don't think he's had any fights.
We've actually trained with the kid, right?
He came in and tried out of class.
Okay.
Once upon a time. Yep. So, Lavelle looked good though. He looked really good. So Lavelle, mostly is a striker.
Right.
Doesn't work as much ground game as some of our other guys, but he kind of utilized his ground game whenever it got down to it because they started throwing hands. Homie didn't like Lavelle throwing hands, so he shot in for a takedown. Lavelle hipped in, flipped him over, took him out, pounded him out, and that was the fight. That was literally the entire fight right there. Right. I just described it to you.
Good for Lavelle, man, to go out there and get it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Talk to him today. He's ready to go. Next one. Let's go.
I'm sure, man.
Next one. I asked him as he was leaving. I was like, hey, you ready for another one? He's like, yeah, man. I was like, did you tell Zach? He was like, no. And I was like, make sure you fucking do that because I'm going to.
You get that quick victory, man, and I imagine you get that taste, and you're like, I want more. He's deceptively fast.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I'm excited to see where he goes in his next fight. Because it only gets tougher from there. After your first fight, I believe it only gets tougher from there.
Yeah. And then we had Noblet. So one thing I want to point out too is I thought it was interesting as far as an outdoor event because the first fights, it was hot as fuck out.
Right.
Like you should have seen John O'Brien whenever he came back.
John O'Brien went out there and grinded, and in that fucking heat, that atmosphere, just taking him down and having that grueling wrestling and just beating up in his opponent. Good for him, because I would have been like, dude.
Yeah. So I was cornering Lavelle, so I was in the back with Lavelle warming up, right? Mm-hmm. Him and I were hitting mitts, and then Paul comes up and he's like, hey, they're wrapping up that fight. Lavelle's about to walk out here shortly. So we're all getting ready and everything. John starts walking back, and he just comes back and looks at me and goes, it's fucking hot. Right. Literally first thing he says, and that's all he says. And he's like just pouring sweat, and he just... Dude, he looked exhausted. Yeah. Just from, like, the heat itself. He's like, it's fucking hot. Yeah. And I was like, all right, here we go. And then right off top, Lavelle wants to run to the cage. And I'm like, God, all right.
Why not, man? Amped up.
But, yeah, no, John fucking went out and did his thing. That guy excited. He's going to be doing some things.
Yeah, man.
He's going to be doing some things. John's a gangster.
Quiet and just a silent assassin.
Super humble.
Yeah, but I mean,
yeah. Have you rolled with him yet?
No, I haven't.
Dude, come on, you got to do that.
I know.
Come up on Thursday at 4.
I'll be at work, but okay.
Oh, fuck, that's right.
No, man, I think it's pretty dope. I will get to roll with him sometime soon, especially if he's going to be teaching around here. I'll make sure I get some time in with him. I'm always excited to.
You can probably ask him to come in a little bit early on a Tuesday. He'll come up with you.
Come in and roll and, deal with that wrestling.
Real wrestling. He's got pretty good pressure for sure.
What were you going to say about Noblet, though? You kind of started with Noblet, then you kind of went to John O'Brien.
Well, because I was thinking about Noblet. Because John O'Brien started the night and Noblet ended the night.
Right.
And I just noticed, like, even a huge difference. So, mind you, I'm just holding a fucking door, right? But I'm standing in the heat the whole time. So, whenever I start the night, like, right off top, because right after Lavelle's fight, I started holding the door. So, the third fight on, I was holding the door.
Right.
And I got a sweat patch in the middle of my shirt right here just from standing in the heat holding the door, right? By the end of the night, that was cooled off and dried up. You know what I mean? Because the sun was going down and it was nice and cool. So, it was just like, I was just giving John O'Brien and the guys props that fought earlier in the night.
Right.
Because there was that extra factor that was in there. Like, not to take anything away from the guys that fought later on in the night, but
right.
But there was definitely that extra factor for those guys that fought early on in the night. And John O'Brien was the first fight. Lavelle was the second fight. Chance was, I believe, the fourth fight. So they were right off top, and it was still pretty hot whenever they fought. And it's a different element.
There was a Glory fighter from Lee Summit. I don't know his name. That went out there and went to work and then like got the fuck out the cage. He looked like I don't know how to describe him. But he went out there, literally submitted a guy within probably like 20 seconds and then got out. But he was like very businesslike. He was like, I don't want to be here in this fucking cage. So let me just beat you up and get out of here.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know the person, but I know the fight.
Right.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, because I didn't recognize that dude. Yeah. We'll have to investigate that, see who that feller is.
Right.
We're looking for you, feller. We're interested.
But yeah,
So, yeah, no, and then Noblet, at the end of the night, he had his kickboxing fight, which that was a very exciting fight, I thought.
It was, unfortunately, Noblet kind of gassed out, and he even admitted himself. He was like, dude, I was just tired. Like, I don't think that guy gave him any big issues. I don't think he was outclassed by any means.
No, yeah.
But it went to a decision, and unfortunately, the other guy got the nod.
I didn't hear. Was it a split or unanimous?
It was unanimous.
Okay.
That guy, man, they were fighting open stance, and that too, that straight punch from Kyle's opponent was finding a home.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he kept getting to that outside foot and kept landing that straight, and it surprised Kyle, and he got a knockdown off of it. They were throwing kicks. I mean, it was a good Muay Thai match.
Yeah.
MMA, I think Kyle would have destroyed him.
Yeah.
Because Kyle kept going for the clinch. A lot of times he was like,
probably natural to him.
yeah,
you know?
he would throw like a looping hook and then like just clinch.
Yeah.
And then you could tell he'd be like, oh shit, wait a minute, I can't just.
Yeah.
Because Kyle just would have rocked him.
I'm sure that's habit. You know, he was
Yeah.
probably just naturally doing that by accident. You know, coming from a wrestling background.
Right.
That'd probably be natural to anyone with a grappling background when someone's in grabbing range. So, yeah, it was a good fight though. Like, it was a really fun fight to watch on both ends. I thought it was competitive on both ends. I wasn't entire. I could tell that he slowed down at the end, but to me, I felt like it could have gone either way just because I've seen judges do crazier decisions.
Right.
You know? So, no, it was a really good fight. All in all, really, really good event. Again, I'm glad we got it all taken care of for the ranking.
Yeah, I'm very fortunate to be a part of that event. Wide Open Magazine. It was a great card. I liked it. You know, I didn't know what to expect with the outdoor event.
Yeah.
But I thought it was cool.
Have you ever been to an outdoor event?
For MMA, no.
Yeah.
So
They're different. That's for sure.
yeah, it was definitely a different atmosphere. Cool. Gales Harley Davidson was a nice place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. All in all, great event.
Great event.
Oof. Excuse me.
So,
Uh-oh.
I naturally, like, I don't know why I do it. It's just a habit, and sometimes when I greet people, I bow.
Why?
It's just something I do. I was very into the Japanese culture and anime and all that back in the day, and it's just like a habit I just picked up. I would shake your hand and bow.
Okay.
And I did it this weekend to a couple of strangers like Benny, James Krause, and
Did they bow back?
no, well, I think everyone.
Fuck no, they didn't.
Everyone
Because it's
kinda
not normal to do that.
No, it's not normal. Well, not
At
normal
least,
in
yeah,
our-
but in American culture for the most part.
it's not normal, but it was funny. But I think James took it a different way, and James was like, "You don't have to fucking bow to me."
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
But I don't think James realized I do that naturally. So I think he thought like I was doing like some martial arts, like sensei, like my black belt.
Fucking bow to me.
He's like, you don't fucking bow to me. It was fun. That's always James and I interaction though.
What? Of just always like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Okay, this is just being a goon again.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious. We'll tag him in there so that way you can explain yourself.
Oh God. But
Did you do it to Benny too?
I just naturally do it.
What'd Benny say whenever you did it to him?
Nothing. I mean, I think they were.
Benny's so nice he would bow back.
I mean,
Shit,
it's not-
okay. I guess
yeah.
we're bowing.
It was like, I don't know. It felt weird because it's like they were like in a circle, and I was walking by, and then I saw Benny said hello, and James was over there. So I was like, okay, let me not be rude. Let me go over there and say hello. And I walked in the middle of the circle, shake Benny's hand, and I was like, hello, I'm Keith. I work for MMA North Glory.
Okay.
And then I was like, hey James, and just bowed.
He's like, you don't fucking
He's
bow.
like, you don't have to fucking bow to me.
It would have been better if he would have hit you after saying that. What are you doing bowing to me? Pop!
I'd have pieced him up. Fuck out of here. So, joking. I ain't trying to deal with that Kansas City shuffle.
Yo, you just made me real uncomfortable there. Once you
Oh,
said that, I'm like,
God.
I feel like I'm an accessory. Like, I'm going to get murdered.
Clearly, that's a joke.
Yep.
Bro, you know what? Let me not even start shit.
Yeah, don't do that.
It's
What
a
are you
joke.
doing? What are you doing? Take it easy, guy.
It's a joke.
Someone clip that and send it to him.
Oh, God.
Could you imagine just that little clip? Mike Murray, get on it. Please.
Mike Murray.
Or
definitely
Orlando.
is-
Or
Mike-
Orlando.
Mike Murray's definitely not sending that to James.
Orlando can do that for us. Orlando,
then-
you know how to clip it.
Because then we'd both have a bounty on our heads. Exactly. You
All right.
forgot?
Speaking of Mike Murray,
Yeah. News. The man, Mike Murray, will be
the ginger.
joining us next week, and we'll be discussing
That's right. Red Pride.
a little bit of his background and talk about his MMA fights. 3-0. Looking to fight soon again. Is he going to KCFA fight?
We don't know yet.
But a talented individual. I think his ground game is scary. Yeah, I'm very excited for this interview.
Yeah, we want to get Mike on here because he just started fighting not that long ago.
Yeah.
So he's in an interesting period where he's just kind of getting his footing, you know?
Mike Murray, if you look at his opponents, he's beaten every type of opponent. So
yeah, and they're not easy opponents either.
He's not getting easy opponents. He
ain't getting soup cans, that's for sure.
He's getting, he dealt with a striker, strangled him. He dealt with a wrestler. What was his last fight?
That other guy, the last guy was more of a wrestler too.
Who's the second fight?
I don't know their names.
Okay, but I mean, Mike's dealt with like a stand-up person and a wrestler, and he's giving them business.
Yeah.
You know?
But no, he's at an interesting period where he's like just getting his footing. So it'll be nice to pick his brain, see what's going through his head while he's at this interesting period in his fight career, and
genuinely a nice guy.
To see what happens. Not really. He's kind of an asshole, but that's all right.
He's such a dick.
I mean, hey.
But yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'm getting over a cough as well. I've been sick as shit the past couple weeks.
Yeah, man. You gotta stay healthy. Need the multivitamins.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. Just working on it.
All right.
You taking multivitamins?
I do. I reintroduced them. I wasn't taking any pills for the past months just because I haven't been out to Supplement Superstore. And I finally got the 30-day pack.
Was that the plug?
Yeah.
Okay.
They want to sponsor. Hey, why not?
Okay.
I went out to Supplement Superstore. A fantastic.
At what location?
I went to the one in Kansas City, Kansas. Shawnee Mission. But no, they I like their 30-day packs. It has everything. Greens, fish oil. It's all in one, so I'm happy. And I don't know if I see a difference. I feel better.
Yeah.
But I mean, performance-wise, I think it's all mentally up to me. If I want to bust my ass on certain days and roll and all that, or
I think a lot of this shit's mental, dude.
Oh, definitely.
You know? I don't know. I haven't been taking vitamins. I don't feel like it's necessary.
I mean,
my stomach's been kind of fucked up. I've been thinking about getting something from my stomach, but past that, yeah, I feel good.
Yeah.
I get sore every now and again, but past that, yeah.
I'm sore every fucking day.
How old are you?
31, man.
Is that what happens when you're 31?
You're going to find out.
Yeah, we'll see. My birthday's coming up, man. What are you going to get me?
What do you want?
I don't want anything for my birthday.
Cool. Well, then I got it for you.
That was a test and you failed.
No, it's not a test. You said you don't want anything.
Yeah. That's how it goes, though, right?
We got any UFC fights coming up soon?
Yeah, we got John Jones fighting this weekend. He's going to beat the shit out of Santos.
Holly Holmes fighting Amanda Nunes.
Yep. So I think Amanda Nunes is going to take Holly home.
She finishes her or a decision?
I think that's a good question.
I mean,
I think Holly Holmes good enough to not get game enough to not get finished in that fight.
This is going to be a good style because I mean, Amanda Nunes is very praised for her boxing, but if there's anyone that's going to test her on her feet, it's Holly Holm.
Is she praised for her boxing or just her striking?
Her striking, her power.
Okay.
I mean, she's not that Ronda, Cyborg.
We'll go with Cyborg.
Yeah.
Knocking out Ronda, that's the theme now these days, right?
No, it's not the theme. She's retired.
Well, okay. Take another fight and we'll see.
You think Ronda gets slept every time?
Depending on who she fights.
Okay. Because Ronda doesn't get slept every time.
I think she loses due to stand-up striking.
Anyone out of the top 3, Ronda beats.
Like who?
I'm trying to think who's in the UFC still.
Top 3 at 135?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone outside of that, Ronda Rousey beats. She still gets a hold of them, strangles them, or breaks their arm.
Nope.
Okay. Let's start reading off some of the names because I don't get why people doubt Ronda Rousey. If she came back ready to fucking fight, keep her far away from the belt.
Let's see the women's rankings.
Okay.
Women's bantamweight. This is on ESPN, so this is a good source, right?
Right.
Amanda Nunes, number 1.
Right. Okay.
Valentina Shevchenko.
She's still ranked.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, but okay.
Juliana Pena.
Okay.
There's your top 3.
I said outside of the top 3. So
outside of the top 3.
Yeah, so give me 4.
I thought you said
What
the top
fuck?
3.
Give me 4, 5, 6, 7.
Raquel Pennington is
beats
4. Ketlin Vieira. I don't even really know who that is. Jermaine. That's not happening.
Jermaine's still ranked?
Yep.
They need to update their
Number 7, Holly Holm.
They need to update their ranks. That makes no sense why Jermaine and Shevchenko's 125er, the champion, and then Jermaine is fighting again at 145.
All I know is if I'm signing a contract to fight Ronda Rousey, I'm literally just working on boxing. That's it. I'm not going to do anything else. Wrestling class? Nope, I'm good. No, thank you. Nope.
Against Ronda Rousey?
I'm just working on boxing.
Cool, man.
Keeping my distance.
Ronda, please come back.
We saw, dude, we see it.
We saw the champs beat her. We haven't seen anyone outside of the champions.
What do you mean the champs?
Holly Holm.
Okay, the Holly Holm beat her and then lost the title right after.
Okay, to Miesha Tate, who Miesha Tate lost twice to Ronda Rousey.
Do you think Miesha Tate would lose today to
Yes.
Ronda Rousey? What?
Yes. Some people just have that person they can't beat. It's proven time and time again.
I think Ronda's figured now. And do you think Ronda's training? How often do you think she's training for real?
Oh, not now. I think she's worried about having a family, having kids with Travis Brown.
Yeah, but I feel like she couldn't stop training.
No,
like that's always been a part of her. You know what I mean?
Discipline. I mean, she's.
We talk about Ronda Rousey a lot on the podcast.
Oh.
I'm a Ronda Rousey hater these days.
I'm a fan still.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't say I'm a hater. I'm just anti Ronda. I guess that makes me a hater, doesn't it?
That makes you a hater. What the fuck? I'm not a hater.
That's the dumbest shit I ever said. I'm not a hater. I just don't approve of anything she does.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I think there's a few names out there she does beat for sure in the top 10. But I think that after those 2 fights, I feel like there's a lot of fights that could be ran back, and she doesn't win those fights now. And I think Miesha Tate is one of those people. I think Miesha Tate now, it's hard to say because Miesha Tate's retired and God knows what she's doing too.
No one has hands. Though I would pay to see Miesha Tate and Ronda go at it a third time.
They did a third time already, didn't they? This would be 4th, wouldn't it? No, or did they only fight twice?
They fought twice. Ronda beat her twice.
Was it? I'm not.
Yeah, once in Strikeforce and then once in the UFC.
Twice in the UFC, I think. I think it was twice. Yeah.
All I'm saying is that the striking abilities of Holly Holm, who's a professional world champion boxer, and Amanda Nunes, who was a champion kickboxer and a champion of the UFC, who's proven that her striking is above all. You know, she's probably the best striker in females MMA.
You can make that argument for sure. Well, we'll see.
I mean, that's who Ronda lost to.
Yeah, we'll see.
Ronda doesn't run it back with anyone else. I don't think Liz Carmouche is going to piece Ronda up now.
Liz Carmouche also isn't top 10 either. Sarah McMahon was, though, and McMahon is an old name that she's beating.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No one's boxing has gotten that much better in women's division to where you're going to be like, damn, if she fought Ronda now. I think the same thing happens to majority of those of the women in that class. Ronda gets a hold of them, puts them in an armbar. She finished Sarah McMahon.
Yeah.
You know, did she beat? Was that Sarah Kaufman? She knocked out. I mean, I'm just saying. I can't think of anyone whose hands is that well. I think Amanda Nunes, Cyborg, Holly Holm are just that much striking wise.
I'm not saying that their hands are that great. I'm just saying how.
I don't see it, man.
There's a blueprint, man, and it's
The only thing about
all
Ronda
you have to
Rousey-
do is keep your distance and throw strikes. That's it.
But a lot of those fighters don't know how to do that. What about Jessica Ai?
I think she could beat Ronda now.
She ain't knocking Ronda out.
She's beating her.
I don't
She
think
don't
so.
need to knock her
I
out.
don't think so.
I think she beats her.
It's hard for me to believe Ronda gets beat by anyone outside of Amanda Nunes and Holly.
And we know Ronda's breakable now, too.
I don't think that anyone has that boxing. That striking ability. I don't think so.
I don't think you need. I think you just need to land a few clean shots standing up, and she's gonna crumble.
Okay.
She's
I would- I would love for
She's
Ronda-
gonna have flashbacks of fighting Holly and Amanda, and be like,
No.
"Oh no, it's happening again."
I think, see, the crazy thing about Ronda, that she has that Conor McGregor kind of issue now to where she'll never be on the undercard again.
Yeah.
She's the headliner, so no matter what, you have to give her A1 talent because that's how big her name is.
Yeah,
So that's the unfortunate. She can't come back and like sneak in on FS1 and or ESPN Plus now.
right.
And you know,
No,
Fight
I get
up
what
and
you're
come.
saying. Like
Yeah.
you're right.
Same thing with Conor McGregor and certain names. They can no longer be on the undercard. They can co-main event, but no matter what, you still need a name.
Yeah.
But yeah. Did you watch? The previous weekend, we had fights, but everyone's talking about that bare knuckle event with Arden Lobov.
Oh
and
yeah.
Paul.
I didn't get to
Malignaggi.
see that. Did you see it?
I watched the highlights.
Yeah, I didn't get to see it. I don't know how I feel about bare knuckle.
I'm not
boxing.
a fan.
Yeah, I don't
Not
know.
a fan.
I think it's weird.
I'd rather watch pure boxing than bare knuckle boxing.
Yeah. Why does it have to be bare knuckle? I guess just because your fists are smaller and it's harder to hit people with
you get
smaller
cut up
fists.
easily. I mean, it's a brutal fucking.
They didn't look that cut up from what I saw. As far as like when I envision a bare knuckle boxing fight, I am like, in my mind, the people are unrecognizable at the end.
Right. I mean, that's how fucking that last fight with Arden Lobov and Jason Knight went.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
pretty
see the
much.
appeal in it. I don't see an appeal, especially when it's mostly MMA fighters. It's not like it's pure boxers that's going in there and taking care of it.
Matt called Artem Lobov the GOAT the other day and I almost punched him in the face.
Well, that's the whole thing about Arden Lobov.
What?
That he's the GOAT. It's just
No.
like an inside joke in the MMA community.
No. No. I can't give it that.
We all know he's like 16-16.
Yeah, he's terrible.
You never heard of Arden Lobov being called the GOAT? Check the comment section of any Arden Lobov article.
Everybody's like, he's the GOAT.
Yeah.
It's just like a troll.
Yeah, it's not like a real thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I get that. There's no way anybody can be serious about that. That's awesome. I approve of that then. If that's the case. Whenever he said it, though, I was like, I don't even want to hear you talk that nonsense.
No, it's just like an inside joke. It's just a troll thing to
Okay.
say.
I had no idea.
Yeah, any article, look in the comment section.
I guess that goes
Go
hand in
follow.
hand with Jason and Heidi telling me that I'm triggered easily.
Yeah, you are.
I don't know why.
If that upset you with Arden Lobov being called the GOAT, which is clearly not.
It just upset me because he was trying to get under my skin about it. That's why it upset me. I'm not easily triggered. It's all right. Don't worry about it.
You're gonna be that guy during the apocalypse that's gonna be like, no, fuck, no, that's not a thing. No,
No, I
Yeah.
won't be that guy.
you are.
I won't be that guy. Did you believe in like the 2012 shit? You remember when that was a thing?
The end of the world, the Mayan calendar.
Yeah.
No,
Were you into that?
no. I have a story about that though.
Okay, let's go.
So, one of the fucking idiots that went to I grew up with had a felony warrant out for his arrest,
Okay.
and he refused to turn himself in because he thought in 2012 the world was gonna end.
Nice.
Swear to God, and he was like, "If the world doesn't end, I'll turn myself in."
Did he turn himself in?
Fuck no, he got caught.
So he got caught before the world ended?
No,
Oh.
no.
Before the world was supposed
Yeah,
to.
but that was like his whole thing. He was like, "I don't want to go to jail and die in prison when the world comes to an end."
Is he still in jail?
No, he's out.
Oh, okay.
But it was just like one of those things where it's like, you really think the world's gonna end?
I'm just going to
Like, wouldn't you live your best life? Like, anyone that believed the 2012 or the year 2000 or whatever big apocalypse ending that we're supposed to have was gonna
Bro,
happen.
you see them doomsday preppers? That's a real thing.
Wouldn't you live your best life? Like, wouldn't I get the same way people that are in the 80s and 90s that like I have these regrets, shouldn't that like your biggest goals come ahead?
Yeah, that's why I live by happiness is king, man. Just got to do shit that makes you happy. If you want to stress out about the end of the world and fucking not do your jail time that you... Oh, that's kind of awesome. I like that guy. I like that guy. That's a good guy right there.
He's a real winner.
That's a homie right there.
He's a real winner, I will tell you that much. He's still winning in life.
Like Charlie Sheen winning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that tiger blood.
He's a warlock, bro.
I've never believed any of that apocalypse stuff, like
Y2K and all that shit.
Y2K.
Where were you at in life when Y2K happened? How old were you? Where were you at? Were you in high school or something?
No, actually, I probably was like in junior high.
Really? You remember it?
Yeah, I remember it.
I was too young for that shit, so I
You know what I remember?
What?
The J-Lo video.
The J-Lo video?
Yeah, Waiting for Tonight.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The whole video was like based around Y2K. It was a good song.
Oh, really?
Waiting for Tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. Yeah.
I know that song.
And then the whole video was like the big countdown, and like, it was like New Year's party she throws, and then like everything goes black, and then it comes back up, and they keep partying.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know that.
I hate those. If you believe the world's gonna come to an end in this big, crazy, dramatic fashion, good for you.
How do you envision the world ending?
I don't. I envision it the good old American way. We just pollute the hell out of it until things get bad. Until one day it's like, hey, it's 150 degrees outside. The weather's been crazy lately.
Okay.
You asked me for my fucking opinion. If that bother you, bro,
no,
then don't ever ask me for
no,
anything.
Damn. Okay. Holy shit.
God damn. Pinch your nose and everything. You took the deep breath.
Yeah, that was kind of painful to hear.
Oh my god.
Damn. I mean, like, planet's just about dead, right? Like, you know that. You see all Bill Nye's videos where he's lighting the planet on fire.
Let me do.
Is that me?
Yeah, Bill Nye.
That's my
your dramatic interpretation, yes.
That's my no. Bill Nye, you've seen his videos, right?
Yeah.
Planet's on fire.
He's upset.
Bro. Yeah, planet's on fire.
Yeah. You gotta do more. How do you think it goes?
How do I think we go about doing more?
No, how do you think if the planet goes out in this big dramatic fashion, how does it go? By the way, folks, I don't smoke weed, but I know the conversation we're having right now.
Oh, what? Like the world ending?
This is some high shit.
Is it? Is that like a weed smoking conversation?
Yeah, this is like when you high on the couch, you like,
dude, how do you think the world's gonna end?
The world's gonna
fucking pass the Cheetos, I'll tell you.
Ooh, I want some Cheetos.
All right. So, anyways, back to the world ending.
Right.
I don't know, man. If I had to say that's the thing. I'm not gonna pick a cop out like you and be like, I don't. If I were to pick a way that the world were gonna end, I would imagine that it would end in a series of like catastrophic events due to like global warming. Not like in some big dramatic fashion, but I feel like, I don't know, there would just be more natural disasters that we see.
So you say global warming,
mm-hmm.
and I essentially said the same exact thing.
That's not what you said. You said I don't think about it.
And then I gave you, well, if it did go out, it'd be like the pollution in the world, like, and it'd be like 150 degrees outside because of the weather.
You said it like, I don't know.
Guys, this is what it's like with Brian Harris.
What is it like with Brian Harris?
It's the same thing. Like when we first started doing these episodes, and you had your fucking feet up on the couch, looking like you were home, and I was like, "Hey, man, you don't think you look like you're home, being lazy?" And you're like, "No, man." And then 5 episodes later, he was like, "Yeah, man, I really didn't like it. I just felt like it was lazy, and like, I just felt better with the chairs." You have to be like in control, and it has to be your decision before it makes sense in your fucking head.
Are we working some shit out right now on the
You
podcast?
legit
Is that what
just
we're doing?
gave the same answer, and you just shortened the fucking answer and was like, "That's how I think."
You gotta word it the right way,
Holy
dude.
shit.
You gotta word it the right way. This is me. Accept me.
I appreciate you.
But yeah, no. I think that's how it would end.
Okay.
Like that. Not like the way you said.
No, I get it. I get it. It's very different the way I said it.
It is. Is your head hurt yet?
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
I do like that pinch in my nose. I think I'm gonna do that to somebody. I'm gonna do it to my lady when I get
Did
home.
that offend you whenever I did that? Were you just like, this motherfucker
It's so
right now?
condescending.
This fucking guy right here.
Like you made it look like I said something so stupid that it hurt your head.
Man, it kind of hurt a little bit.
Oh, fuck. All right, guys.
My bad, Keith. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings there.
appreciate it.
I'm glad you got that out though. Now I know.
appreciate it.
Now I know you have a false perception of me.
We're at the midway point of the year. Any big goals? Anything coming up for you?
No, I'm not big on goals like that, man.
Right.
I've noticed that like about you over the past almost a year now that we've been doing this.
Right.
Is you're big on goals and you're big on like setting goals and like
It gives me a
writing it
destination.
down and
It gives me a destination, and I think I let days go by being lazy and procrastinating. But I think when I have a definite goal in front of me, which I implore to anyone that feels like they waste their days away, to have a goal. And
sorry about that, guys. Keith didn't check to see if we had enough battery power on the camera before we started, so
right.
shit got fucked up.
But we're
Obviously, Keith's fault.
Well, we're gonna
We were gonna wrap her up anyways.
yeah. What we were talking about though, I'm one of those people that because of my lack of discipline, I need a goal in front of me.
Right, discipline.
I need to make sure I have my day planned out, and I have goals for the week, month, sometimes days, just to kind of feel some sort of accomplishment. So for me and anyone else that feels like, just give yourself a goal, whether it's cleaning your room. Sometimes people just need to clean their rooms or have that therapeutic mindset to be like, I did something today, and I need that, or else I get really into my head and I feel like, God, I'm just wasting away.
Yeah.
So it's
That makes
very
more
important.
sense whenever you put it that way. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, because I've wasted. Dude, you're talking to someone that and I still like to do it occasionally.
Because I keep all my shit in my head, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like as far as my goals and everything, But that makes sense if you need that to help motivate you, then
Yeah.
for sure.
I need it, and as someone who has had that depressed mind state and can sleep away a day and waste away days, and I enjoy playing my video games. Obviously with the kids now, my two babies, I don't have that much free time, but I still like to enjoy my games for a couple hours or however long I have the free time. But I used to play games. I could play games for 12, 13 hours. You know what I mean? Back in the day, back when I was in my early 20s and not do shit productive.
Yeah.
And then be like, okay, how come I'm not here when it's like I haven't put any effort in towards what I wanted back then.
Yeah.
So now I used to meet up with a group of people, really good people that all had some success in their lives, and they would meet up literally every morning at 7 a.m. And we'd all have our notebooks and we'd write and be like, what are we going to do for today? What are we going to do for the month, for the week? And, it's a nice, satisfying feeling to check something off. Be like, I did this.
Yeah.
No matter how big or small the goal is, you're getting something done. So, yeah.
Okay. I appreciate you breaking that down for me. That makes a lot more sense. I have a lot more insight on you there. Because I've always wondered that. I'm just like, this motherfucker's always setting a goal. Like, God damn. Every time we do a podcast, you're like, I got a new goal. And I'm just like, what is it?
Yeah. Well, at that midway point, there's things I finally got to upload some of my photos.
Which they were dope.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. And anyone that reached out to me, it's small things. You were the first one that reached out to me, and I want to thank you for that because I wasn't having a bad day. I was all amped up from the fights and everything, and I felt motivated and inspired. And, I was gonna make fun of myself and label the album terrible photography or something just to kind of preempt anyone that's like, hey, these fucking suck.
Yeah.
But I put them up, and you called me immediately, man, and it just gave me that big of a boost to want to keep doing it. And made my
Dude, they
day
were
better.
awesome. That was genuine. Like, I thought they were awesome, and I wanted to call you, and I was excited for you. I was like, dude, my friend took some dope pictures. I want to make sure he knows because I know you've been working at that. You know.
Yeah.
So.
And,
yeah, they were
it felt
awesome
good.
pictures though. That was 100%. That was genuine.
It felt good, and people, random strangers that from the people I tagged, that their acquaintances, their friends, commented and being like, good photos and good pics. Made me feel better and made me feel like, wow,
Yeah.
I'm not saying I want to be a photographer full time, but I want to.
I mean, you quit your job though, right?
Yes. But I want to invest more time into developing that skill and developing that hobby.
Mm-hmm. If it's something you enjoy, for
Yeah.
sure. Happiness is king.
Exactly. So
Cool,
that's
man.
cool. And I still have a couple more things up my sleeve of things I want to at least attempt.
Like what?
Writing again.
Is there anything else?
Oh, no,
Like what, Keith? What are you thinking about?
I think I talked about it. I'm not gonna get in depth in it because I mean it starts when I start losing weight, and I know that's been a big goal since episode 1 or 2. But yeah, taking getting one MMA fight out of my system. Just taking one, I'm not sure if I'm one and done, depending on how it goes, obviously. But I'm very fascinated, and being around the amazing talent that we have in the gym, I do believe I have one in me. But the journey begins with my weight. I don't want to fight heavyweight. I don't even want to fight at 205, and I'm at heavyweight weight right now. And I have no desire to fight someone 6 foot and above. And I mean, I'm a short guy, so no matter what weight, even if I fight at 185, I'm probably gonna fight someone taller, bigger than me. But I don't want to do heavyweight. So the journey starts with me and my weight loss. The moment I get that under control, then I'll know mentally I'm more serious. Because if Zach booked me a fight, let's say next 6 weeks, and I'm fighting heavyweight, even if I fought like at 220, I'd be like, I'm better than this. So the journey starts there. So no more talk about my MMA until I start making those improvements first. And then I worry about, getting in the cage and throwing these ham hocks, these bungalows.
Hashtag get Keith fight ready.
But it starts with me. It starts with me. It has nothing to do with anyone else. There's no training. It's all about my discipline. So when I start taking it seriously, that's when I go.
Cool. Need some accountability. I can definitely help with that.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Anybody out there listening too that trains with us that wants to hold Keith accountable, see him fight one day, might want to help out with that.
This is very early talks, by the way.
Very early talks for sure, just ideas. But
Yeah.
I mean, gotta start somewhere.
Like I said, but this is not a career choice. Obviously, this is something I always want to be a part of the game.
You love the sport, man.
Yeah, I
You
love the sport. But also want to be realistic too. There are very serious outcomes that can happen.
You're gonna be on Contender Series by next year.
Fuck
I got
outta
you,
here.
fam. Up top. Aha! Going to the top.
They're very
Let's go. You'll be
serious
champ in 3 years.
Consequences
Champ,
that come out,
2 divisions.
that come out from this, and I want to
Get a Mayweather fight in 5.
I want to explore. I want the best outcome, and the best outcome starts with my health and my weight loss. So yeah, cool.
I like it.
Anything from your end? No.
No, I don't set goals and stuff like that.
All right.
Like that, man. Really, I don't have anything crazy going on. I'm going to keep on holding doors like a champion. And then, yeah, keep on working on my jiu-jitsu game and working on my stream and, yeah, working on my other projects and such.
Well, sounds good, man. Well, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, sir. We out this bitch. Love, peace, chicken grease.
All right, bye. You want to quit fucking looking at me? Just,
What are you doing?
bro, I might black this part. You know what? I'm done.
I just want to see what you would do. Once you started doing peace signs, then I realized I was like, oh, let's run with this. Let's see how long it goes.